Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a great day. We're taking another look here at Solana, double checking a few important factors, such as this breakdown for this bearish rectangle. One of the few opportunities I saw yesterday that was actually right. In other words, we saw a lot of bullish type of breakouts that got basically faked out for late longs, including myself. And at this point here, Solana, in hindsight, would have been an awesome opportunity to short this 130 range here that I was talking about in my video. So awesome stuff. Congrats to those who secured profits and or took that short at that 129 to 130 range. Keep in mind this up here, this is validation for or more so confirmation for a long. We need to break this descending trend line before we can see any kind of opportunities for a long position with this coin. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at there. Let's go ahead and double check the back end data, kind of see what's going on in the meantime. Thank you so much for being just a wonderful part of my life. Appreciate you very much. Don't forget to like the video, comment below if you get a chance. We take a look here at liquidation. We want to talk about this here. As I talked about previously, or just identified as kind of pretty obvious in the charts here, or sorry, not the charts, the liquidation heat map, we can see right around 118 to 121 as a close approximate for that lower area of liquidation. So that's just basically a low below the previous. In other words, it's common to see those areas swept and the price to recover instantly. For Bitcoin, for example, we could be very well seeing a power of 3 type of manipulation wave right now, okay? So hypothetically, the price breaks down here, gets everyone to start shorting, and then it comes up and rips your face off. What I mean by that here is this is a prime example of what a power of 3 looks like when the price accumulates in a range, it essentially establishes itself at a lower range, right? And everyone starts shorting here at this point, and the price comes up just to go ahead and destroy any late shorts. I'm hoping that's the case right now. Really, any type of potential play out like this that you see, it's mostly hopium. Honestly, the way the market's moving, you're better off shorting the market than you are taking longs at any given time. The problem with that, though, is that as soon as you think that you want to take a short, which right now it's a practical consideration to short, the price will turn around and instantly destroy you. So please be very careful in whatever direction you're heading. The key takeaway here is that Solana is getting closer to its tentative bottom. The local low here is roughly that 120 range. Hypothetically, it's a good place to consider averaging in, okay? Just throwing it out there. I wouldn't normally recommend buying these kind of dips, but the truth is the way the market is lately, it's just been throwing us all sorts of false positives. So we almost want to take the opposite of what seems logical. So at this point, it's logical to start shorting. So in turn, maybe open a long. Again, I don't really recommend that. Please read through the lines here. I'm kind of joking a little bit too, but for the most part, that's how ridiculous the market is. So my common narrative for today is to just kind of take a step back, relax, don't trade, especially if you're upset by the market. I'm honestly a bit frustrated by it just because of how many awesome trade setups we had yesterday, and they're just instantly gone for no reason. It doesn't make a ton of sense what's happening in the market. A lot of it's fundamentally fueled, which is a big part of it, but just know that's a very present thing. Having said that though, liquidation delta, looking abstractly here just at the data, we can see we're seeing more shorts in the market. So hypothetically, you don't want to try to take a longs into that. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Does that mean you're short right now? Maybe, as long as you keep your margins tight. I would say 120 would be a better case scenario. I don't think we're going to see too much lower than that unless Bitcoin makes a really significant run below 80,000, which I think is less likely at this point. But lately I've been very surprised by the market, so you never truly know. 128 right here is that point of control. We're going to see some exit liquidity if the price returns to that level. Once more, that's that area of consideration for the short. So those who are in a short right now, congrats again on that. I'm glad that's working well for you. Oh, that's the wrong window, but while we're here, check out Bitunix, folks. They're an awesome exchange. No KYC or VPN required. If you use my link to register, you'll get some nice bonuses there. They have monthly benefits too. It's really cool. They actually have trading competitions and all sorts of deposit rewards. It's pretty rad. Anyways, check them out in your own time. If you have questions, feel free to reach out. The daily time frame though for Solana, still bearish. Again, we had this one outlier with the fundamental kind of manipulative scenario there. Like that's ugly as all get out. That was that Sunday when we saw a Trump tweet about Solana being included in some kind of reserve. Turned out that was dog crap. Anyways, let's go ahead and see here. Taking a look here at the RSIs and the daily time frame, I can summarize it for you really quick in a nutshell. Nothing's changed from yesterday. It's still absolutely terrible. There's nothing here confirming whatsoever that we're back on track. Do not take along with this coin. Once more, if you consider a long, I would say the 120 to to 113 range is a good consideration, just because that's like the lowest in which we've seen the price ever go ever since we've been in this range from April of last year. So it's been almost a year now, and we've never closed below $113. Actually, technically, we've never closed below $118, but regardless of that fact, we're getting closer to a support range. So just keep that in mind. That wouldn't be the worst idea to consider buying that type of dip. Having said that, though, there's nothing on the daily or the 4 hour, to the best of my knowledge, is this going to confirm that we should take a trade. When we take a look at the RSIs here, it's not massively overextended. Money flow is getting closer to that 20 range, which usually does imply some type of bottoming pressure. In other words, money flow, as it starts to kind of shift, we're seeing people put money into this coin versus taking it out. And that's kind of how it goes when coins start to bottom out. So we may very well be seeing a reversal here soon, but I wouldn't get too excited. It's very premature. All that being said, though, there's not much on the 4 hour time frame that's letting us know that we're in good shape. We're still below this descending trend line here. Until we can break above this trend line, folks, there's no reason to consider a long position, at least with confidence. If you take a long right now, you're just kind of shooting in the dark, and that's kind of how trading has been lately. You can have full confirmation like we saw yesterday from a lot of coins, and it still ends up like this. So once more, I would be a little more short biased than long biased in general, because anytime Bitcoin makes any kind of move, we see altcoins just significantly decrease in value. So it's just not a good season to be investing in altcoins. Or correction, it's actually a better time to invest, because now that we're getting fairly low, closer to a lot of bottoms on altcoins, it does make sense to invest. But what I'm getting at is it's not a good, sensible scenario to use any type of leverage. It's just not ideal. Ichimoku Cloud's confirming everything here, letting us know that short positions are in play. There's no reason to take a long. Once more, all the more reason, in my opinion, to consider a long, just based on how stupid and ridiculous the market has been lately. We get false positives consistently throughout the day. This, to me, feels like a false positive here. In other words, generally speaking, it's usually best practice to short this kind of range because we have a lot of resistance above us. But it's all the more reason why the market makers are probably going to go ahead and shoot it up on us too. Anyways, just be mindful of that. Tight stop losses. Ensure you're watching your trades closely, and don't over leverage yourself right now. It's just not worth it. Having said that, though, I really want to say thank you again so much for the awesome feedback. We had some really cool comments from yesterday. Really appreciate that. Thank you and welcome aboard to those of you who are watching and learning. That's the whole concept here, folks. And it's never going to be perfect. This market is a heaping pile of trash right now. But it does and will get better at some point. So try not to get too discouraged. If you are discouraged, I'll be honest, I'm a little discouraged myself waking up this morning to seeing just such trash is probably the best, nicer way to put it. I'm going to take a day off, for example. I'm not going to trade today. There's no reason to do so because I feel like a little bit on the frustrated side, and you never want to trade when that happens. So just some friendly advice there. Take it from me. I've seen everything over the last 20, 25 years of trading in all sorts of industries. Crypto takes the cake, though. We'll put it that way. Thanks so much again for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you the next one. Take care of yourself out there. Bye-bye.